welcome back. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another video of Music with Nick. Thank you so much for being here. This is a request. I already got the, as you can see, I already got the screen pulled up. This is Lovebites. And this is the Swan song. And then it says Chopin, the piano legend composer Chopin intro. And then Five of a Kind. This is from February 21st, 2020. So guys, you know already when it's Lovebites, it's gonna get wild, but I'm happy that they're gonna start with something classical. And this is a request from Randy. Thank you so much, Randy. This is today my second video I do. Wonderful. I've been inspired by a lot of musicians today, so I'm gonna get more inspired by these ladies. So without further ado, let's get into the video. You know, thank you so much. If this is your first time, if you're a Lovebites fan, subscribe to the channel. I do these videos with or without my wife. Sometimes the most of the times we do them together, but sometimes I do them by myself because she does have chronic back pain. So yeah, let me just go back here completely to the black screen and let's get into the video. Thank you so much for being here and for watching and enjoying this music with me. So without further ado, let's get started. She makes it look so easy. Jesus. Bravo. Amazing. I mean, now to play guitar must be simple. So yeah, so this obviously reminds me a lot of power metal from the 80s and 90s. Beautifully, I mean, beautifully played. But it's like the double guitars, you know, the double, the riffing in harmony, and the singing, and just the drums, very reminiscent of that time. Bands like Stradivarius, or you know, Halloween, or Gamma Ray, and I've been covering a bunch of that stuff on the channel Manowar, you know. So it's a very melodic metal. It's it's very feel good, you know. Power metal has always been very like happy, you know. They call it even happy metal. This is great. I love it. It's just amazing, and it's so funny. Like, it's so cool that she just played this piece by Chopin, and then she just like grabs literally like the easy instrument, you know. So cool. That's amazing. Great singer. I love the bass player. She looks so awesome. I love them all. They're just amazing. I know that the bass player was like the leader, and she left the band. That's unfortunate. I don't know who replaced her, but this, I guess, is the first lineup. You let me know. But it's beautiful. So let's keep going, and let's not interrupt too much. But I do want to sometimes, just in case, you know, just to be safe. Amazing. Very cool. All right. So, just okay, I got it paused. So yeah, this was fantastic. I mean, now they're basically like, I don't know who the guitarist is who plays the piano, but imagine they can never let her go because then they can't play that tune, or they find somebody else who plays the guitar like that and the piano. So crazy. I love that section where the guitarist on the left, on my left, played like this melody, bang, I don't know, and then the other guitarist was like a delay almost, and then they became together and played the same thing, and then the tapping section, and oh man, it's just so cool. It's really good. I mean, it's just like, it reminds me so much of bands of before, but then again, also they have their originality, you know. They do their own thing, and I love the whole stage presence is wonderful, and they know exactly what to do to, you know, to give a spectacle. I love that they are the movements and the whole, you know, how the vocalist moves with grace, and I just love it. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's just very unique, you know, and it's so sad that there's not more bands. I mean, I know you guys have given me lists and lists, but it's only in, you know, in Japan, and I wish it was more in you know, in Europe and the US as well, more bands like this. But it's like a cultural thing, you know. Japan is very, very musically aware, and they've always been like that. Like bands like Yngwie Malmsteen or Rainbow or Iron Maiden, they've always succeeded more in the Orient than in, you know, in the States or Europe. I don't know why. It's just, I guess it's a cultural thing. But yeah, it's just the way it is. But this is beautiful. Like, it's just amazing to see these you know, these ladies, and they're all like, I think in their mid-20s or maybe 30s, I don't know, playing this as well, and so dedicated, and the fans are like, you know, like singing along the melodies, you know. I've seen that before as well. It just reminds me a lot of Iron Maiden, and I don't draw that comparison lightly, because Iron Maiden for me is the best heavy metal band on the planet. And if they can do what Iron Maiden does, they're good. So, you know, so and there's a lot of more technical. There's bands that are more technical. You know, we have Dream Theater, and we have Stratovarius and Angra, and we have. But I mean, for me, like, the essence of heavy metal is Iron Maiden. You know, like it's just, it doesn't get any better. And I've listened to so much, like Blind Guardian, and like I say, Halloween, and even Judas Priest is like literally like right there for me, and Metallica, and, you know, all those bands. But Iron Maiden for me are the kings of metal. So they just remind me a little bit, you know. The bass player does remind me of Steve Harris, the blue bass, you know, but she has an ESP bass. Steve Harris is a Fender Precision bass. But it's just, I think they have influenced a lot of people, even me. I mean, the first song that I learned was Iron Maiden, you know, The Trooper. And then, of course, I started listening to other music, and I got more like technical, and then I started playing solos, and I was like, I can never play this. And then once I knew how to play solos, like literally note per note, then I moved away and started listening to other music. But it's always it's just so good. I can always go back and listen to Iron Maiden and say, this is amazing, because they came up with this stuff, you know. So well, thank you so much, Randy. This was amazing. Thank you so much for all the people watching, the fans out there. You know, if you like the video, you know, you can like it, you can dislike it, whatever you like, whatever you feel like. And if you want to subscribe, you're welcome. And also, to all the fans of the channel. If you would like to request a video, there's the link. So that's about it. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.